In 2020, Tesla publicly announced its plan to develop an affordable car model priced at $25,000, equivalent to 170,000 renminbi. However, considering that the Chinese version is cheaper than the American version, China's pre-sale price is likely to be around 150,000 renminbi. According to Tesla's grand plan, this will be a champion model with global sales volume, targeting an annual sales volume of 4 million units and a total sales volume of 42 million units in the next 6 years, averaging 7 million units per year. In terms of production capacity, the US factory produces 2 million units annually, while the Shanghai and Berlin factories produce 1 million units each. With additional capacity ramp-up and the launch of the Mexico factory, Tesla's global annual production capacity will exceed 20 million units by 2030. To be honest, to date, no carmaker has an annual sales volume exceeding 12 million units. Can Tesla really achieve this ambitious plan? In addition, will Tesla's newly launched affordable model cause a seismic shift in the global automotive industry? In today's video, I will deeply discuss the current situation of the global automotive industry, and I believe that many of the things in it will overturn your perception, so please watch this video until the end. Currently, Tesla's global annual production capacity is about 2 million units. In other words, Tesla needs to expand its production capacity by 10 times in the next 6 years. The Shanghai factory can increase its production capacity to 1 million units within this year, while the annual production capacity of the Berlin factory is temporarily set at 500,000 units, and whether it can reach 1 million units this year is still unknown. The Mexico factory is still under construction, with a planned production capacity of 1 million units and expected to start production in 2024, but whether it can be put into production as scheduled is another matter. Tesla's US factory was the first to start production, but its production capacity ramp-up is the slowest, even slower than the Shanghai factory. However, with the establishment of supporting battery factories in the US, Tesla's US factory's production capacity ramp-up is expected to accelerate. Nevertheless, relying on its existing US, Berlin, and Shanghai factories, Tesla's maximum production capacity is only 4 million units. With the addition of the Mexico factory, the production capacity can be increased to 5 million units, still 15 million units short of the 20 million units required to reach the target by 2030. In other words, for Tesla to achieve its annual production capacity of 20 million units by 2030, it needs to build at least 15 more Shanghai factories, which is really difficult. By contrast, the world's best-selling carmaker, Toyota, sold 10.49 million units in 2022, and its expansion target for 2023 is 10.6 million units, an increase of only 110,000 units from the previous year. Volkswagen, the carmaker with the highest global sales volume, sold 10.97 million units in 2019 and has been surpassed by Toyota for 3 consecutive years since then. To date, no carmaker has an annual sales volume exceeding 12 million units. For Tesla to expand its production capacity to 20 million units by 2030, it is equivalent to taking over the entire market of Toyota and Volkswagen at the same time. The future is not the era of electric cars, but the era where gasoline cars and electric cars coexist. The reason is simple: underdeveloped countries are not willing to spend money on repairing roads or equipping electric cars with a full set of charging stations. It is impossible to build a systematic charging station network in Africa, Latin America, South Asia, and other regions before 2030. In oil-producing countries such as Russia, the Middle East, and Malaysia, the cost of using electric cars is not advantageous because oil prices are very cheap. The largest market for electric cars is in Europe because most European countries are small, and a range of 500 kilometers can cover the entire country, and the cost of installing charging stations is low. If they need to go abroad, they will choose to fly rather than drive. Short distance travel, green environmental protection, low public costs, and complete road systems make Europe the most suitable for electric cars. However, the gasoline car industry in Europe is too large, and Europe will implement local protectionism for local automakers and will not allow Tesla to become too strong. Moreover, the Volkswagen ID series electric car has surpassed Tesla in sales in the European Union and ranks first in the EU. In fact, the global electric car market seems to be thriving, but its real market size is very small. Electric cars are not selling well in the Middle East, Russia, Africa, South America, ASEAN, and other regions. By the way, China's auto exports are mainly driven by gasoline cars, accounting for more than 80%. Many people only see the rise of Chinese electric cars but do not see the more popular Chinese gasoline cars overseas. In the basic pattern of coexistence of gasoline and electric cars, Tesla's expansion plan is crazy. In addition, the electric car market has long passed the era when production equals sales. The decline in orders for Tesla's Shanghai factory from pre-sales to actual sales is a typical example. The appearance of the cheap version of the Model Y can help Tesla grab a certain market share, but the goal of selling 4 million cars a year is still too exaggerated. The 150,000 yuan cheap version of Tesla is not without defects. It is a low-priced model developed based on existing production lines and cost compression. Based on Tesla's public information, its cost is about 110,000 yuan. Selling it for 150,000 yuan will result in a gross profit of about 40,000 yuan. After deducting sales expenses and operating costs, the comprehensive net profit is about 20,000 yuan. In addition, if Tesla wants to reduce costs, it must use integrated die casting technology. This will cause many ordinary car owners to be able to buy but unable to repair. After all, most people who spend 150,000 yuan to buy a car are ordinary income groups. If they have an accident and need to replace the battery pack, it will cost 50 to 60,000 yuan, which is equivalent to 1/3 of the original car price, which is too expensive. Don't forget that Tesla itself has many flaws, and recently it has been reported that the camera secretly filmed car owners, and even Musk himself was secretly filmed. In developed Western countries, personal privacy leaks are major product defects, and Tesla may face huge compensation. In my opinion, in China, the budget version of Tesla may have a brief period of hot sales, but it may not replicate the miracles of Volkswagen and Toyota in China. After all, when Volkswagen and Toyota entered China, the Chinese automobile industry was in an extremely backward state. However, Tesla is now facing the joint siege of numerous domestic new energy vehicle companies in China. In the field of battery electric vehicles, AION has already surpassed 40,000 units in monthly sales. In terms of price advantage, AION has long lowered the price of electric vehicles to below 150,000 yuan, including the BYD Qin EV. In China, there are many users who do not worship the Tesla brand halo. As a foreign company, Tesla's public opinion environment in China is also greatly influenced by local protectionism and is quite bad. In terms of brand influence, Tesla is no match for Volkswagen. In 2019, Volkswagen sold a staggering 4.23 million units in China, while Tesla's sales in China this year are less than 500,000 units, including Model 3 and Model Y. Chinese people's brand worship for Tesla is far less than that for Volkswagen and Toyota. However, Tesla's launch of a low-priced model will definitely bring about a price war in China's new energy vehicle market, but increasing sales may not necessarily achieve great success. Because of Tesla's price reduction, domestic new energy vehicles in China will follow suit, and fuel vehicles will also be discounted and sold off. In addition, the electric vehicle markets in the Middle East, Latin America, Africa, South Asia, and ASEAN are not expected to develop in the short term, and China, Europe, Japan and South Korea all implement local protectionism for their domestic automakers, while Americans are used to driving pickup trucks. In short, the cake left for Tesla is actually quite small. At last, the budget version of Tesla will only exacerbate the price war and have limited effect in expanding the electric vehicle market. In my opinion, it is too exaggerated to think that by relying on a low-priced car model priced at 150,000 yuan, Tesla can outsell Toyota and Volkswagen, selling 42 million units in 6 years.